And we'll see Tremaine Edmonds. He's now sitting at 67 tackles after last week. It's the Bears and the Panthers on Thursday night.
Guys we could potentially get. I can only go for a final 2. I wish you could get more than 25 players in the recruiting class in this game, but that's just not the way it is. And even though I should still be really happy,
the sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight, it's on to week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
So that's a little more realistic, as we can expect to pretty much lose every game this season. I just don't see us ever winning. And by week 7, I hate
the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And now I have to start all over and leveling up our head coach. The good news is
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. They tested perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles, Justin Fields.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Incredibly happy with this team as we get our first one, and I highly doubt we're going to upset Louisville on the road.
On the option to give to Foreman, as he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Marks was a very good decision because he's allowed us to have a good season.
Fields now to throw.
And
a throw there going to be incomplete.
He's our backup half.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, we've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And I love these red jerseys from Tennessee State. I'm not entirely sure if they actually have them in real life.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's It's Young. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. So on fourth down, here's Joey Hecker to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken at the 46. Shoves him aside.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
It all comes down to this one Hail Mary, and I'm not even going to get the throw.
Foreman powering ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. They run again with Foreman. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now a 2nd and 2.
Probably be the best in the conference by far, and the quality of players that want to come here is starting to get a little bit better.
One play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal from the 6.
Realistically, in this first game against Tennessee, I'm expecting
now it's Fields off the bootleg.
That's
to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people run the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Off the play fake, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp.
I am excited for the future of the Tigers, and these two studs want to be a part of it. It seems like the Sun Belt isn't that bad either, as Southern Miss is a tough 4 team to obliterate us, but I'm okay with that.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know what happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Now, in future dynasties, I do want to figure out how to upgrade the stadium and stuff as teams get better.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Like to see that as well. Mark Bush is going to escape outside the pocket to find Nelson for a massive
Panther football to start quarter number 2.
Unfortunately,
as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Control the game, and nobody gets open against their man coverage. A field goal here would be nice if it's possible, but our kicker just doesn't.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
That throw by Young incomplete. The passing sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. And 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's only 8 players that are leaving us to help out this team. This is the first year that nobody wants to transfer in now, so I would be disappointed.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Everybody's developing very well, and despite our low projection, if this team doesn't make a bowl game, I'll be very surprised because we're a 90 overall. But I'm going to try
now
to
a
make
toss
sure
play. This is Foreman.
If we could beat Western, I would be happy with that.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Another toss play begins. Taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's where the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Fields, and he whips that one incomplete there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
He can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Trenton Gill now.
On this drive, and on 3rd down, I'm going to have a wide open receiver in the flat, which is amazing. And on this play, I'm going to be looking for Ronald Downs. That was a very tight window.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. following the interception. Young, buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
That's why this is the final game I'm jumping into. We're playing a ranked team on the road, and so far it hasn't gone exactly how I would like it to, but we still have a lot of time to turn.
Third down, Young from the gun.
Bush has struggled a lot today, and he's not the only one.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth. I believe they'll buzz down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
The question is, can we beat Arkansas State, who's ranked, and we can? At the end of the day,
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. A first down throw for Young.
And I have to say, we also ran the ball extremely well. We're losing
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Again, it's Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So I'm hoping that we can win the Sun Belt this year. We're actually projected to finish mid-table, which is better than but we're the highest overall team, so I was hoping we'd be a little bit higher. But we
Young now from the 50.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. They'll look to throw again. It is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Bears will get the football back.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached finish halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Lots of great matchups to come this weekend. Starting out in Germany, the final international game of the year. Colts, Patriots from Frankfurt. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. Lastly, on Monday Night Football, we finish off Week 10 with a good one in the AFC. Broncos and Bills from Buffalo. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. His touchdown pass is the only score of the game thus far, as his guys hold a 7-0 lead to this point.
Mountaineers still haven't scored, and we're about to get yet another one of our own. 35 straight is just embarrassing, assuming this is held on to. And scientists are going to need to study this.
They'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Rumor has it that next year Vanderbilt is going to allow us to use their stadium since we're both in Nashville. So
that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this defense make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Just a little bit sooner, we have a touchdown, but instead it's going to come on this
nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
It should have been a touchdown. So if I'm being honest,
Foreman will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the 3rd quarter. Trying to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there from Chicago. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And I don't know why they have one-on-one coverage on Ronald Downs, because you can't stop him. We just need to stop
the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
They're going to go with something that a halfback, and we just need to hit it. Thankfully, we're getting the
now
ball back, and we should be able to go down
just a couple yards down to 17.
Our wide receivers want to have better expression, so there's only a couple I can go to. And considering Ja'Cory Black has almost 200 receiving yards in this game, maybe he's something
get away from me.
All day and play doesn't exactly put it to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
Somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's running 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
If Mark Bush leaves to the draft early, I want to make sure that he ends his career with a massive win. But I'm hoping he stays, because if we're going to ever have a shot at the national championship, it would be next year with him. And it'll honestly all come down to what the scouts think of him. And when the time comes, we'll see what happens. But I'm just grateful for his time here. He made what he needed to do almost terrible. And I can't wait to see what decision he makes. First, he finally got a contract.
16-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. To the air once more, Young. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is caught from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there. Keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
But our conference never wants to make that easy. As Marshall was ranked 13th in the country. I don't understand it, but we should be able to take care of business.
On second down, here's the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Whatever. And I'm still not quite sure how he floated it that way, but we need to be able to respond back to that quick.
Foreman takes him headed right, and he is going to lose yardage here. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
His size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
all the way down to the 5, and now he's going to try to finish it off. But he's going to need to find
on 1st and 10, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
And we're going to beat another ranked team on our way to the playoffs. The only downside is I've jumped into 3 games, so I have to sit the rest. And there's no telling how that's going to go. I just need to sim well.
And that's going to be...
What are you doing? Play with your duck.
Game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Young on 3rd down.
You just have to beat Appalachian State and redo it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Expecting to win this one relatively easily, and considering the fact that they're about to send a blitz and they were pressing us, I think we all know how this first drive is going to go. I'm not sure why they thought that would work.
Again, that's Hurst. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Young now.
And I'm not sure why they're running man coverage. There's no way they're going to...
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this ball. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains.
But here we are in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the
timeouts in this situation.
Make it back here in Season 8, so this is probably our one chance to win a championship. And evidently, Iowa State has not watched much film because they are...
On 2nd down, here's Foreman.
He's not going to be able to...
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If they have decent stats everywhere else, it just makes my life easier. And one of the only things you can't teach people is speed. So if you're able to recruit it, you've got to be able to take advantage of it. And look at Reed.
Again, it's Foreman.
I've never seen him take the field.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. On the handoff, here's Foreman. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Eddie George has gotten this team far, and so has Martin Bush.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's going to be time for the national championship, and it's going to be against the LSU Tigers. For whatever reason, they're getting home field advantage, but there can't be any
Herbert powering up the middle. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he is going to have the Bears first, and that should be the capper. Here's a give to Herbert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So we're definitely not off to the start that I was thinking, but we could get a stop here, and they are
on 2nd down, a run with Herbert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. I mean, there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. I don't know about you, partner, but watching him take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter.